Hello everybody, welcome to the World Sports Betting Cape Met Day. Hope it's all going to be a great day's racing for everyone. Our second race on the card sees the Group 1 feature of the Main Chance Farms Majorca Stakes. We'll get to that in a moment. You're reminded about our Betway Weighted to Win WhatsApp line. You're reminded about the Betway app as well in terms of opening up your account. And of course, Blue Voucher. Don't forget to use Blue Voucher to top up your account, especially on World Sports Betting Cape Met Day as well. So the second race, this is interesting because we've got the double Grand Slam that runs over here and an early look on Wednesday morning. So make a note of this. We're doing this Wednesday morning for Saturday. So from a betting perspective, come race time, you're going to have an absolute different perspective on how the betting goes. Make a note of the odds now for double Grand Slam, 19 to 20. Number 7 Fatal Flaw is trading at 18 to 10. And 8 to 1 about number 2, Raskova. So double Grand Slam, Daryl Marie in the red.
How are you, Clyde?
Good, and you?
Good, thank you. What a win by her in the paddock stakes, eh? Sure.
Yeah.
What a filly. She got the better of Raskova. I believe Raskova is going to prove to be her biggest danger once again. I'm leaning towards the older fillies. Got respect for Fatal Flaw. She's a lovely filly. She got a peach of a ride last time out. Take note who she beat, and I'm not discounting her chances whatsoever. But Scarlett McCaw at that stage was rated at 93. Now, her rating got bumped up to a 115, and she's still out at the weights with double Grand Slam. Let's have a look. I mean, she's a net 115, 122. That's 3.5 kilograms still out with double Grand Slam. In saying that, she's a younger filly, but I'm leaning towards the older fillies over here. 4 from 2 for me.
Okay, 4 from 2. That's double Grand Slam, and Raskova not out of it, but from a bipod perspective, we're going in all in here with double Grand Slam. After that, it becomes a little tricky, as you can see, but it's a 576 Rand per. Okay, back with us. Let's get on to race number 3 now and take a look at what comes up next in the third. In this particular event, we look forward to watching Sarki take its action, and currently priced up at 7 to 2 favourite. Second choice over here, number 7 Rainbow Laura Crete, who's priced up at 9 to 2, and number 1 Gimme That Pearl is priced up at 11 to 2. 13 to 2 about 6 Joy and Peace, 15 to 2 about the 3 Time for Love, and then you can get 9 or 10 to 1 and better about the balance. This is the Sochosan Summer Fling Stakes, and it's run over 2,000 meters. PA, Mr. Marie, we need help. Sarki, your horse?
I need help. I've put many.
Have you?
I need your help.
No,
I mean, what's happening with Sarki? We all loved her comeback effort beyond double Grand Slam. Then it went pear-shaped. Odds on, finished last. Last time out, the first horse beats, and I know there's an equipment change. The blinkers go on, and let's hope that assists her in bouncing back to a better form, Clyde, because her last 2 efforts have been dismal. I got a sneaky suspicion that if she doesn't act on Saturday, that she might be heading to greener pastures. I mean, she's got it. She's got it all. She's done it all on the track.
Yeah.
Give me that Pearl number 1 and number 5 Fatal Flaw are stepping up in trip. I know they're out at the weights, but they're unexposed over this sort of distance. Who says they're not better now that they trying the extra? Gold Poker Game on several form lines comes into this race as a live wire. Omikami, I know she's hopelessly out at the weights, but she's got no mass to shoulder. She's going to push forward, and she's improving. I mean, yes, I know she's thrown in the deep, but you know what? If she can swim, I wouldn't be surprised, because if she gets it her own way up front with that mass, she could just fend them off. I mean,
get 4 to 1 a place about it if you like it.
Yeah, don't be surprised. Don't write her off.
11.
The race doesn't stop there, Clyde. Like I said, as many as possible.
Okay.
If I treble up, yes, well done. But I'll get through.
Okay, we're hoping to get through. There you go. Well, we'll get through. Daryl's right. There's the PA. We'll get through. Okay, time to go galloping now. We're going over 2,800 meters, a nice long staying race. And it's the New Turf Carriers Western Cape Stayers, and it is a Group 3 over the 2-8. Now, let's have a look at the Wednesday morning market to give you an idea as to where you are. And we've got a few raiders in here. The Azzy family's there with number 8, Poets Warrior, who's 3 to 1. Sean Terry's there with the 5, Futures Pearl, who's trading at 13 to 2. 1 Mucho Dinero 7-1, 7-1 the 4 King Pelez. Gareth Van Zyl also there as a raider, inverted commas. Justin Snaith's got triple time in there at 7-1. Holding thumbs for the Cotson stable 15-2. And another raider in there's Kelly Mitchell's Women's World, who's priced up at 20-1. Okay, it's a pick six, which means that there is a 2 million rand carryover already to start your pick six pool. I've heard talk about them reaching or anticipating a 10 million rand pick six pool on this Hong Kong Jockey Club World Pool Race Day. So get your pick six on, don't be delayed. First leg, what's the plan?
Yeah, Clyde, I can't sit here and tip a 6,000 rand pick six. So I've had to eliminate 3 horses in the opening leg because my permit is 1,700 rand and it's costly at that. I've only gone with 2 horses. I've gone a bit against the grain over here. I've left out the favourites. Poets Warrior.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, I'm from Joburg, Clyde, and we want to see our boys give the Cape Townians a hiding, but I think he needs to up his game, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him win it. Last time I just thought he got it all his own way. He was really walking up front.
But he's highly rated by Gavin
Yeah,
Lerena.
if he wins, all the best to the connections. I can see him winning, but I had to eliminate him, Clyde. I've gone with my top 2 selections.
Okay.
My top one being number 7, Triple Time. You know, I expected more from him last time out, but reading deeper into that race, it wasn't the right race for him. It was still over a distance short of his best. He's very, very fit now, Clyde. And take note, Richard Free sticks with him. I don't know if he had the choice of rides between him and Future Pull, but nevertheless, Richard Free sticks with the son of Twice Over. If you recall this race last year, Clyde, he got touched off by Master Redute, who obviously takes his place in the WSB Sun Met. Or the WS Met. Yeah, Clyde, so Triple Time is my value in the race. At 7-1, I think you'll get a huge run for your money. And I backed him up with Future Pull. Now, on paper, yes, Future Pull's well beaten by King Pelez. But Clyde, take a note of the weight turnaround. 10.5 kilograms.
Yeah, it's a lot of weight.
That's a lot of weight.
Especially
and Future Pull, if you have a look at the best weights at column, Future Pull is 6 pounds or 3 kilograms best in over here.
Okay.
So he's by far the best weighted sort. He used that run as a prep run. I know King Pelez is unexposed of this distance, and he could even be better now that they figured him out. But I think really at the weights, Future Pull should just about reverse it.
Yeah.
So I'm going 7 from 5. Healthy respect for number 1, Mucho Dinero, number 4, King Pelez, and number 8, Poets Warrior.
Okay, well, Daryl's playing it safe at the back. As you can see, he's got the whole field, and as a result, the first leg can be expensive. As you can see, it's 17.28 for that perm. You guys, remember, if it's a 10 million rand pool and you only want a handful of percent, well, then do what you need to do, but that's the guide. Welcome back, everybody. Let's move on to this Wings Class 3, and it's over 1,400 meters. There are 13 of them on Wednesday morning that are going to go to the gate. Early morning market, it's 5-1 the field. Not an easy race. We'll talk to Daryl about it in a minute, but 5-1 on Wednesday about number 7, Captain West. 1 Solomon Seals priced up at 11-2. 6 The Grey King is 6-1. 15-2 about number 10, Let It Be Said. And number 11, Song to the Moon is the next best in. That's priced up at 15-2. 7-2, number 4, Makazole. And after that, it's 10-1 and better about the balance of the race. All right, Daryl, talk to me about this 1,400. Looks like a bit of a nightmare, to be honest, from a punting perspective. Perhaps a good few that can win.
Clyde, I've only put 3 runners of years, numbers 1, 6, and 7, but the race doesn't stop there. Like you saw, my perm was very costly. Now, Solomon Seal and the Grey King, number 6, nothing separating the two of them. Obviously, Solomon Seal this time around should get the run of the race. Storgate, number 1, and there's a kilo difference at the weights. In saying that, the Grey King, have a look at the horses drawn on his inside. Storgate's 2, 3, 4, and 5. They don't really possess that early toe to challenge for the lead in the early stages. So I think Richard's going to push forward on the Grey Sun. And, you know, he's proven very gutsy in the past.
Yeah.
So I can see him fighting this out once again.
Okay.
Number 7 interests me, Captain West. Now, I believe the son of One World has had a gallop at Kenilworth recently, and it was sensational. He's having his first start as a gelding. He could have turned the corner. And if he's better for that, it means he's better than his current rating. With that gallop, I'm sure he's close to race fitness. So I can see him winning this in his return after a layoff. So 1, 6, and 7. Obviously, the other two have got more racing fitness on their side. But Captain West may prove a bit too classy for them. So I do believe we'll survive over here. I'm not going to be punting any of these three. But I'll certainly be funking for them to survive in my exotics.
Okay, enough for the jackpot. So Daryl's going, the market's got it correct, because those are the top three in the betting. 1, 6, 7, first leg of the pot. Back with us. Welcome, everybody. This is the SABC Olympic Dual Stakes, and it's over 1,200 meters. In this, there are 16 on Wednesday morning that are planned to line up. This could be a nightmare race. It's very open. It's 8 Summer Lily, rather 7-1. Joined with the 10 Kyle Army Girl Wednesday morning at 7-1. 12 Candy Town is trading at 15-2. Then you've got 2 Berries Boogie, who's priced up at 8-1. 9-1 about 1 Nordic Quest. 13 on the card, My Sensation, is priced up at 10, so you get 12-1 and better the others. Sean Terry's got Mia Moo, who's surely got to be much better than that run, priced up 14-1. That last start just wasn't the Mia Moo we know, eh?
Yeah, it doesn't give me any confidence. So she doesn't form part of my play. One can say the pace is towards the outside over here with Candy Town, Sidley. So middle outside, maybe that's the place you want to be, Clyde. Candy Town, if you go back a few runs, Summer Lily's actually 3 kgs better off, and Summer Lily's a better 1,200 meter filly than what Candy Town is.
Yeah.
Maybe Candy Town gets away with it, but I think she's going to come up for in those dying stages. Her last one was really eye-catching, and she's having her peak run, but I just believe she's better over 1,000 meters. Now, My Sensation, I loved her victory last time out. In the early stages, I actually thought she was going to be in trouble because she was traveling so hard. I thought she was going to empty out, but yet, when the gap opened, she quickened on by. So that, for me, was very eye-catching.
And Lucinda's having winners, eh?
Yes,
She's in good form.
The stable's in fine form.
Yeah.
And with the pace being on, that will certainly allow her to settle much better. She will be lashing home in the latter stages. If you like her chances, Clyde, you have to have a look at Kalami Girl. Now, she's always had the ability, and I like the fact that she's coming back to form now. She's stringing in a lot of consistent runs, and now she's 3 kilograms better off with My Sensation. So Seanville, 54. She will be right there when the chips are down. I've only got numbers 8, 10, 11, and 13. I'm leaning towards My Sensation and Kailami Girl as likely winners. However, this is very open.
Tricky race. It's a 24 Rand pick 3. Hello everybody, welcome back to our Hong Kong Jockey Club World Pool Cape Flying Championship. It's over 1,000 metres, this particular event, naturally, and this Group 1 event is one of the great sprints of South Africa. In this race, unfortunately, the 5 has been taken out. The Usher's not going to be running, so that leaves you with 14 of them that are going to go to the gate. And just a quick update, Wednesday morning, as early as that on the betting, 7-2 about number 4, Dice, for the Lucky Hoodalaka stable. Dean Cannemay has put Gimme a Prince back up the straight, 7-2 second favourite, or joints anyway. 9 Lucky Lad for Sean Terry, 6-1. Gareth Funzel's got the 13 Asia Pambila at 6-1. And they got 10, or no, a bit more than that, 14-1, about 3 Sergey for Brett Crawford. And I see they put the cheek pieces onto Sergey now. So, interesting race. Dice is, I don't know, he's got great form. He moves well. He's a lovely looker. And this has been his mission for a long time now, Daryl.
You hit the nail on the head, Claude. This has been his mission. So many people are disappointed that he didn't win last time out, but it was part of his prep, Clyde.
Yeah.
And take note, he wasn't well weighted in his last starts. The filly that beat him, I think, they were joint best weighted, and he had a lot of putting to shoulder and gave weight away. So I'm not disappointed that he got beat. Yes, it cost us money, but I'm not disappointed in that so much that I'm
lacking confidence.
Yes, losing hope, not whatsoever.
Right.
So if you have a look at the pace of here, I mean, there's very little horses quicker than Cruise Control right now. So Striker, last time out, he's versatile. Gave him a chance, let him run on. This time around, I'm sure he wants to latch on to Cruise Control. So he'll bounce him, in my opinion.
Right.
He won this race last year, so I do believe if he travels in a similar manner, shouldn't pose any issues. Then you've got the previous year's winner in Gimmio Prince. Now, I've always said that he's the best princer in the country. Yeah. However, at this stage of his career, I mean, he's a 6-year-old. Has he still got the pace over 1,000 meters? You know, he's been contesting races over a mile and 1,400. All depends on whether he's in touch going through the 400.
Yeah.
If he's closer to the pace than expected, he's got the turn of foot he possesses to finish a race off like this. So I think no doubt he'll be the one closing in or finishing in best. And then Sergey, what an effort last time out, carrying 63 kilograms. Just take note, he's as much as 6 kilograms better off with the horse that beat him in Cafe Culture. Just shows you that was an outstanding effort.
Yes.
And he's drawn towards where I believe the pace is going to be angled. With those cheek pieces on this time round, he's a lovely horse for your trifectas and quartets.
Okay, so he's in your play, Sergey, but the one to beat is Dice from Daryl. 3, 4, 6 here, 5, 3 and 10 in the next. Now it's the big one. It's the 5 million rand World Sports Betting Cape Town Met. Great race coming up our way over here. Should run at about 4:05. We are doing this, both Daryl Marie and myself, on Betway's Weighted to Win on Wednesday morning. And on Wednesday morning, I can tell you that the betting looked like this. Number 10, 8 on 18 was 3-1. 3 Oriental Charm, 9-2. 12 See It Again, 15-2. 9-1 about the 1 Red Palace. 14-1 number 10 Montien. 14-1 the 16 Rascallion. And then 16-1 about the 4 Future Swing. And 20-1 about number 5 Atticus Finch. I just want to see what price Pakaya is. 8 Pakayas at 60-1 on Wednesday morning. All right, so that's the market. 8 on 18. They've been talking a lot about this horse. It does appear to be on the up and very promising. Oriental Charm, I did hear that they've been doing physiotherapy and all that sort of stuff and coming well again. And there's no doubt that he has got all the class in the world to win a race like this.
Yeah, Clyde, one of your favorite horses run here. See It Again. Give me your feelings. What's happening?
Well, when I spoke to Striker about See It Again, at the Vaal, he was a bit disappointed with the horse's last effort. Naturally, he says it can't be that, that can't be right, because he knows the horse and doing well, and he really is hoping that he can overcome that form.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Let's see how it goes. The jury's out. The horse coming into this race in cracking form is 8 on 18, but it wasn't his mission. Although he was always nominated, Clyde, he's always been aimed at the Derby. I had a look at his dam side. Obviously he ran behind One Stripe last time out. One Stripe came out and won the King's Plate. Yes. One Stripe in the King's Plate was receiving 5 kilograms from his older rivals. Yeah, you got 8 on 18 carrying 54. So I think this is a handy galloping mass for him. He's stepping up in trip. He's unexposed over this distance. If his mission has been the Derby, then, the 2,000 shouldn't pose any issues, because the Derby is over 2,000.
Sure.
The dam side, Clyde, his second dam is the dam of Rabia, who won the Durban July, 2200.
Yes.
Second dam also through Bella Bella, who won the Willabington over 2,000 meters.
Yes.
So I think this is his game now. He's obviously improving in leaps and bounds with every start, and with 54 to shoulder, I think he's going to put his hand up for top honors over here.
So there's a quartet carryover, and you've worked one out for us.
Yes.
500,000 is already in the pool. They are expecting it to get to 2 million. Are you happy with that structure that you're watching on screen?
I am, because I think his danger has to be Oriental Charm, Cloud. What a lovely comeback effort in the Greenpoint Stakes, the WSB Greenpoint. For him to have won his seasonal reappearance when his last start was seen in the Durban July was sensational. However, his last start spoilt his his form line a bit. But in saying that, in the Green Point, he beat Royal Aussie. Last time in the Kings Plate, Royal Aussie beats him soundly. That has to be a flat second run after rest.
Yeah.
He's not a miler. He is not a miler. He's got natural early pace, 2,000 meters, having his peak run. You have to put a line through his last
Come
start.
back to his best, right?
Then I've added in Red Palace, for second. I mean, she's the filly, still gate 1. She should get the run of the race. I'm a little bit concerned as to why she was hanging out last time. Do you think what was the reason behind that?
I don't know, but she's
that
top
is a
class.
concern
She's
for
top
me.
class.
She is top class.
Yeah.
And I'd love to see her repay her owners.
I see you put Future Swing in there as well.
Yes, and I think if the pace is going to be on, he'll be flashing up late. But you know what? I'm not looking past numbers 3 and 10 as the likely winners. I think the cream will rise to the top.
So, what's your choice in the World Sports Betting Cape Town Met? Is it Oriental Charm or 8 or 18 or something else? But there's our recommended quartet. Yeah, the great politician. Well, this is the City of Cape Town Politician Stakes. It's a Group 3. It's over 1,800 metres. These 3-year-olds are all got ability, no question about that, and all look forward to running in the Politician. A lot of them have that as a mission. And Wednesday morning market, this horse Garrix is priced up at 9-2, drawn 11, and last time had a draw to contend with, and that may well be an issue again. I don't know. We'll chat to Daryl about it in a minute. 6-1, about 7, Wild Intent. Then you've got 12, Sails the Seas at 13-2, who does seem to be a lovely progressive type. And number 9, Regulation, who's priced up at 7-1. The 8-1 shots in here are both numbers 4, Zitz, and then number 8, Major Master. And it's 10-1 and better about the balance. Let's start with Garrix. What do you make of this current draw, and what do you make of the horse's chances?
Yeah, I think what's in his favour is it's not a 16-horse field this time round. There's only another 11 other horses to compete with, and let's hope he doesn't find himself out of his ground turning for home. Aldo knows him. If he can just slot in 3/4 of the field back, one off the fence, Clyde, he's certainly got a lovely turn of foot and he can run them down. I had a look at his breeding. Now, his dam is unraced. However, his dam is a sister to Erupt, who excelled over 2,000 meters and further.
Yeah.
So,
Happy
dam
with the
side,
ground.
there is stamina.
Right.
I like his chances. I hope he goes well for Rakesh and his partners, Mr. Verners and what's it? Goodja.
Mr. Goodja,
yeah. Regulation. Apparently, this horse put up a gallop and a half with the current favourite of the WSB Met. 8 on 18 and Regulation galloped. Now, Richard Ferrie was meant to ride Sail the Seas. And apparently after that gallop, he jumped ship, Clyde.
Sure.
Sail the Seas, he jumped ship. Eh?
Interesting. Interesting.
So that must give you confidence. Now, he's obviously the family of Bulgarian who won the Durban July.
Right.
A lot of stamina in that pedigree. So let's see how it goes. But please believe you me, Clyde, there's so many horses in here with talent that are lightly raced 3-year-olds that are going to go through the divisions. The race doesn't stop over there. But you know what? I've suggested a double, and I've only gone with my 2 PA horses, which are 9 and 11. But you saw my pick 6, Clyde. I went field. I want to have cover
Looking
going
for
into the
result.
back.
Yeah, you want safety. Fair enough. Okay, well, that's our double that we're recommending that you guys have a look at. 9 and 11 here. And in the next race that you consider both numbers 7 and 10.